Hey fam, Shandan speaking.
Shh, Shandan.
Are you single at the moment? Or maybe you've never had a long-term relationship? Or maybe you've just broken up with someone and seeing a happy couple makes you burst in tears? Sisters and brothers, I want you to feel happier and understand that being single is actually a blessing and a superpower that you need to use to your benefit. I want you to fall in love with your single life, just like I did, and never again look at absence of a romantic relationship as a problem that you need to solve at any cost. Let's begin the journey.
Shh, Shandan.
Fam, before we start, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. That means that over 1,000 people are interested in what I have to say. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Now, let's go back to the main topic of the video. To begin with, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but most relationships have a temporary nature. How many people do you know who married the first person they fell in love with and lived happily ever after until the rest of their life? That's a great fairy tale script, but unfortunately, it has little to do with real life. Most of us will have multiple boyfriends or girlfriends, meaning multiple failed relationships, before we might meet the one and decide to proceed with marriage. But even if we do so, there's no guarantee that after a couple of years, we don't change our mind and file for divorce. Yes, having someone you love and who loves you back, it's a great feeling. You have all of those butterflies in your stomach, endorphins, dopamine and noradrenaline making you feel euphoric. But unfortunately, that doesn't last long. And think of what you have to sacrifice to have a couple of those hormonal spikes. A lot of time. And that is the advantage you have over the people who are in a relationship. And that is your biggest superpower. The only and the most important resource we have in our lives is time. We can make more money in the future. We can meet 100 other love interests later in life, but we will never have more time than we do right here, right now. We're only limited to 24 hours a day, and that's up to every individual to decide what they spend their time on. Any romantic relationship takes a lot of time to build and maintain. I'm not just talking about dates, which are quite time-consuming, but also the time you spend on the phone or texting your partner, how much time you spend on your preparation for a date. If you live together, think of how much time you spend on talking and arguing and cooking for and cleaning after your loved one. This is a lot more relevant to women than men because based on the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, on an average day, 22% of men do housework, such as laundry and cleaning, compared with 47% of women. Basically, women on an average day perform twice as much housework as men. And this is not statistics from 10 or 15 years ago. It was collected in 2022. And the US is a developed country with progressive views. Imagine statistics for patriarchal countries. Also, take into account that you would have to do double of what you do whilst living single, and cohabitation immediately becomes quite unattractive. But let's go back to the unisex discussion and talk about time value. Just try to estimate how much time per week you spend on your relationship. That is the time that could have been invested in building your prosperous and happy future. And unlike relationships, the success of which also depends on another person, your life success just depends on you. Your partner may decide to break up tomorrow, but your life achievements will stay with you forever. And if you invest your time in achieving your life aspirations, you will meet a lot of like-minded people, some of which may potentially become your love interests. So rethink your time allocation and invest as much time as you can in self-development and in achieving your life goals. Because a lot of time is a privilege that people in a relationship have a lot less. Your single life should be joy. The better life you live as a single person, the better romantic options you will have. Because everyone will see that you are already happy, and in order to be with you, they need to add some value to your life. Many people search for love because they have this void inside of them that they try to fill in with another person. They have no life aspirations, no hobbies, nothing that makes them happy apart from some easy dopamine sources like TikTok and food. If the only thing that you like doing in your free time is actually eating and scrolling Instagram, it probably means that you do have this void. You're probably lost in life, you don't know who you are and where you're going and what you want to be. And in that case, that is the main thing that you need to focus on. You need to identify what you love, what you like doing, who you want to be. Because even if you find a romantic partner, it will only be a way of procrastination from your own life. Use this precious single time to start doing things that you have always wanted to, without thinking, oh, first I need to lose weight or I need to make more money. If you keep thinking this way and delaying your actions, you will never make more money, never lose weight, and never actually do what you wanted. I'm not saying you should immediately buy a year membership to a golf club, but you can at least try going there once and seeing how it goes. If you don't have things you passionately wanted to do, then just start experimenting. There are so many cool hobbies that you can engage in. There is archery, pottery, singing classes, bungee fitness. I'm sure if you start researching, you will find something your heart will like. Being single is a superpower because you actually have the time to experiment and make your whole life a source of joy, rather than just one specific individual. And as soon as your single life becomes joy, you will no longer need a relationship to feel happy. Your life will be cool with a partner or without one. Moreover, even if you manage to fill in this void with another person, and he or she is the only thing that makes you happy, imagine how you will feel if this person leaves you. And if we take into account that most relationships are temporary, the chances are quite high. Imagine what will happen to you and your mental health if this happens. So once again, single life should be joy. Having this free time allows you to focus on developing yourself professionally. Not only this may give you a sense of life fulfillment, but also eventually increase your reach to potential love interests. For men, earning potential has a direct effect on your attractiveness as a romantic partner to the opposite sex. This is because women demonstrate more desire in dating men with high socio-economic status. So just by being more successful in your career, you can attract a lot more potential girlfriends. For women, first of all, the better the company you work for, the higher your chances to meet a high-status man and go up the social ladder. But secondly, it's important for women to be independent financially. I want to talk about the housewife life and a dream to find a sugar daddy in more detail in a separate video, but I'm just gonna say that when fulfillment of your needs and wants depends on one single individual, it's not a very pleasant state to be in. So focusing on your career and on your professional success is important, and it's great that you have the time to do so. Finally, many people start a relationship when they have some mental problems, low self-esteem, they haven't gone through therapy, and they feel like a relationship would make their life better. But actually, it's the opposite. A relationship from this standpoint will only make your life worse. Because you have higher chances of tolerating bad behavior, of allowing your partner to cross your boundaries, and of becoming a gaslighting and domestic violence victim. That is because people who have low self-esteem are more likely to attract narcissists, abusers, or even psychopaths. In turn, a person with high self-esteem would not even tolerate toxic comments from their partner and walk away, because they know they will be able to find someone who will appreciate them better. So focusing on your mental health before entering a romantic relationship should be your priority to attract more caring, loving, and loyal partners in the future, because you deserve them. I'm a true believer that you should form any relationship as a happy, independent, and mature individual with another happy, independent, and mature individual. In that case, this relationship will be long-lasting and joyful. Here, I would also like to say that your value is not defined by presence of a romantic partner in your life. Whether you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or not, this should never impact your self-worth in any way. I am a person who stayed single most of my life. I literally had only one meaningful relationship that lasted about 6 months. When I was a teenager, I wasn't a popular girl. I had acne, I was very shy, and no one noticed me really. Right now, when I put in a lot of effort and glowed up, I actually don't actively search for a relationship anymore. Because I do have a life goal that is related to my channel, and I do work on it every single day. And it does take a lot of time. And I know that me currently searching for and building a relationship would make me relocate some of this time to my love life, and most probably prolongate my path towards it. And although I quite often hear some ignorant questions from my mom's friends concerning my private life, such as if I finally found a man, I always reply, I didn't search. Because my life is great with or without a man in it. My personal happiness does not and will never depend on presence of a romantic partner in my life. I have my goals, I have my dreams and aspirations. If chance brings someone special to my life, great. But if not, this won't make me any less happy. I love my single life, and I currently have other priorities. When I reach those, I might start being more active romantically and do something about it if my Mr. Right doesn't find me by that moment. But as of now, I'm happily single, and that's what I wish for you. You must be happy no matter whether you have a relationship or not. Life has so many aspects to it. Love is just one of many. And if you work on making yourself happier as a single person, your Mr. or Miss Right will stumble across you one day, and you will be able to create a strong, happy relationship together. Be rational, be healthy, value yourself, and know that I love you.